Good evening, everybody. It is 8:06 here in Florida, and blessings. I hope my tablet's not a clicking. But anyways, I want to share something with you guys. This is just unbelievable. I'm going to be sharing a couple of dreams. Don't go anywhere. Here we go.
Very unusual report to share with you guys today, and that is this. The United States government has just sent out a red alert to the American people, warning that millions of people have been infected. What am I talking about? I'm talking about an infection warning that some kind of, setting needs to be changed on your phone. Otherwise, your phone could be vulnerable. And not just phones. Literally moments after they put out an alert about an iPhone, just after that they started issuing a similar warning to Microsoft. Basically, any and all computers and iPhones. Well, I believe something fishy is going on here that you desperately need to be aware of. But before I dive in, just want to remind you guys, please make sure you're exclusive there that you absolutely need to see. All right, so let's dive into this government red alert warning that they're sending out about iPhones and Microsoft computers and basically
Bill Gates,
anything
Microsoft.
regarding a computer or an iPhone and what is actually entailed. Take a look at this article on epictimes.com where I found it, and its headline: Federal agency warns millions of iPhone users to change their settings now, as in ASAP, immediately. It goes on, a U.S. Department of Homeland Security agency issued an alert to Apple product users this week due to a security vulnerability for iPhones, pads, MOS devices, and Apple announced it was releasing security updates for those quote-unquote flaws. The threat was substantial enough to draw an alert from DHS's CISA, which issued a statement on February 14th. It goes on, quote, Apple has released security updates to address vulnerabilities in multiple products. An attacker could exploit these vulnerabilities to take control of an affected device, said the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency in a statement on February 14th. CISA's
This is Dabu 7. We have confirmation here today that dozens of U.S. senators have been issued satellite phones to be used during an emergency situation. And this situation is what they're dubbing a disruptive event. Whatever that may be. Apparently, our senators are being told that something is incoming here right around the corner, and that these phones that have been distributed as part of a new security effort from the Senate Sergeant at Arms have been offered to every single senator in case of a big-time emergency. It's unclear exactly which senators took part in this, but they're saying that last month, Karen Gibson put this out and said that satellite communication will ensure a redundant and secure means of communication during a disruptive event. So the red flags are flying now, and the questions are coming in as well. What is the disruptive event? They obviously know that something is about to happen, and they're preparing their senators for such an event.
Okay, now I'm going to share a couple of dreams with you that are very important. Let's take a listen.
She says, I dreamt I was in Walmart in the costume aisle like they have for Halloween, searching for a costume for Purim. When I rounded the corner and overheard someone say, you better buy it now. This will be the last time we can. And immediately after, the power went out and I overheard a voice on the intercom say that they had been notified of a severe threat and that we were on lockdown. Okay. First of all, Walmart represents America.
Okay, I'm not going to go into the whole interpretation, you guys, but I believe that Purim represents the wedding, okay? A lot of times we have dreams. You might have it of Christmas, Christ, Mass, the gathering, you understand? This might not be literal, this may be figuratively, and it also says here, I was reaching for my phone when I spotted the doors and decided to just make a run for it because I wasn't going to sit in the dark on the floor fearing for my life. I made my way successfully to the parking lot and was searching for help amongst everyone else that had run out and was scrambling for their cars. I found a group, I think that's the believers, that accepted me, and we were all rounded into a bus-type vehicle. And then we got one more dream to share with y'all. Hold on. Okay, now this one is from our brother Paul, and I don't remember the sister's name. This was about a little over a year ago with that particular video. It's a dream compilation video that the things that are coming true and things that are going to come true. Anyways, this says, had this dream in spring 2021. My wife just gave birth and was in the hospital with the baby, and I was in Washington, D.C. Now, he doesn't live in Washington, you guys. I was staying at a hotel right outside the hospital. I remember being in the lobby, and family was coming to see the baby. My cousin Chris showed up and went over to me and took my phone and said, there is a military base across the street from us, and they are monitoring for hacking going on. And he said to turn your Wi-Fi off. I then walked over to my mom, and this has already happened. He's already turned her Wi-Fi off. She asked him to. So it's all God's will, y'all. And turned off her Wi-Fi. I was then in what I think was a military barrack with my cousin Chris. Now, Chris, I believe, represents Christ. And I'm not going to read out the rest of this. I think you all get the drift of what's going on here. Our brethren are having dreams that there's something wrong with the phone. Anyways, God bless you. I just thought I'd share all this with you. I don't know what's going to happen, you guys. Let's be praying.